this year's National Tourism Career Expo, and it's currently being hosted by the Gauteng Tourism Agency. Now, the event is a collaborative effort between three partners, and that's the Department of Tourism, the Department of Culture, Arts, Tourism, Hospitality and Sport Education Training Authority, as well as the Gauteng Department of Economic Development. Tourism Month and World Tourism Day are celebrated annually to provide an opportunity for a sustained focus on the importance of tourism and also domestic travel to the South African economy. So let's check in with Leanne now. She's at Nasrec. Let's find out what's happening there. Leanne, good morning.
SK, a very, very good morning to you, and good morning to you, South Africa, as well. Well, indeed, yes, we are here, as Sakina said, at Nasrec in Johannesburg, where this expo is taking place, the Career Expo, and this is open to grade 9 to 12s to come through, and I've been warned that when the crowds come, it gets hectic. So they all come in here. There's a lot of exhibitors. Well, I was told that unfortunately last night they were setting up, and then bang, load shedding hit. So they all had to leave and are coming back this morning, where they will be setting up all of the stands. But you can already see that some of the stands are set up and basically exhibiting the different opportunities that are available for people in the tourism industry, whatever it may be. I mean, now there are so many different careers and opportunities that await the youth if they do indeed want to come and study something in the hospitality industry. I mean, it's quite interesting to see how tourism is, of course, one of the fastest growing industries around the world. I mean, obviously it took a big hit during COVID where the world locked down, and those career opportunities came to a dead standstill because the tourism world came to a big standstill. But if you have tried to travel lately, if you've tried to book tickets anywhere, locally or anywhere around the world, try to find hotels, the demand for tourism has gone through the ceiling. It is an industry now that is once again back on the rise, and we need to capitalize on that. So this is just one of the aspects of tourism. There's so many more, and I'm looking forward to finding out a little bit more about what we can actually see happening here today. It starts today, probably at about 9 o'clock, and it runs until the 2nd of October. So it'll be happening the entire weekend, where these learners can come through. Obviously, you would have needed to register to come, but I'm sure we'll find out more details about that as I speak to my first guest, Nonnie Kubheka, who's the head of Conventions and Events Bureau at Gauteng Tourism. Nice to see you, Nonnie. Thanks so much for chatting to us this morning.
Good morning. Good morning to our viewers at home and everywhere.
So this is it's a big opportunity, obviously. I mean, I can't imagine. Did this happen last year and the year before? Is this the first time that's happening in, 3 years' time? Or talk to us about how it was on hold due to COVID.
This is a National Tourism Career Expo. And what we did is that we bidded for it as Gauteng, as we bid for more events to come to the destination. And one of the, last year we did a virtual one, but also there was a bit of physical attendance, which we called hybrid. The expo itself is open to grade 10 to 12 and TVET colleges and unemployed graduates, because we want to showcase the opportunities that are there in the tourism industry, and also in the value chain of tourism that learners can decide to take on.
Yeah. So all right. So it has been on a hybrid form online, but there's nothing quite like coming in and seeing it hands-on and being a part of it. So the kind of students that are coming, do you have partnerships with different schools in the area, and they've registered to come and bring students in just so that they can come and have a look and get an idea as to the opportunities available?
So what happens, it's not only, learners from Gauteng, but it's learners from all over the country. So we've got 8 provinces that are coming to, coming to this exhibition, and they're bringing their best learners in tourism and hospitality and consumer studies from grade 10 until grade 12. Most of the grades that I've seen registered are grade 12, because they want to know, if they don't go to university, what else they should be doing in terms of growing their careers, but also going to a work environment in terms of being entrepreneurs, because that's the way we have to go in our country in order to grow our economy. So what is happening now is that we've invited every school that has tourism, hospitality and specializes in consumer studies, and in Gauteng we're bringing approximately 63 schools schools from all the townships of Gauteng. And we're also bringing others from, the Model C schools in terms of where, the Quintile 5, Quintile 4, all those, schools that are not, school fees free. So we've got 60 from Gauteng, and we've got others that come from the other, provinces. And the ones that come from the other provinces, in total, we're expecting almost 8,500 to 10,000. But what is registered at the moment is 8,519 students, all of them doing tourism, hospitality, and consumer studies. So in total, the schools that we are expecting that are registered are 889. But the registration doesn't close until, the last day, because certain schools that were not, there are subsidized schools that, we bring buses and all those, but there are also non-subsidized schools that they take school trips, and I can tell you that all the hotels around the city center and around Johannesburg South are full because learners and their educators started arriving from yesterday. And it's not only the expo, but they will do leisure items such as going to Apartheid Museum and also the Cradle of Humankind, just for their studies and all those things in the hospitality industry.
So it's lovely, and also a boost for Gauteng tourism, because that at the end of the day is why I suppose the province would want to bid to have something like this here, is to attract more and more people to come in and see that Gauteng isn't necessarily just the business destination. Yes. There's also a bit of fun to be held in Gauteng, which we all know. Talk to me about the kind of exhibitors that are here. Obviously, I see some of the stalls are still quite empty. I'm imagining they're going to be set up quite soon, but the kind of things that are being displayed and the things that are being showcased to the students that will be here visiting?
I think what we need to know is that this is almost a career expo to guide the learners on which direction they need to take. First of all, we started from, if you look at the type of exhibitors, we've got recruitment companies that will be guiding the learners, the youth, the unemployed youth, the TVET college youth, and the grade 12 youth on how to compile their CVs. We've got a setup room which we call a recruitment room, where they will be sitting there and being taught on how to like a master class of how to create your own CV, but also how to conduct yourself and where to look when you are in grade 12 or you are at the TVET college or whatever. So guidance and tips. It's a 2-hour session which we're targeting the grade 12s till TVET colleges, universities, and also unemployed graduates. And then we've got all the the hotels that are here, the Marriott hotels. We've got also the chef schools that are here that are also recruiting. The universities are also here to guide them on how to apply and what subject or courses to choose, and also to guide them and saying what kind of career opportunities are there. We've got airlines that are here. We've got the the conservation side of things, which is the shark sport, the marupeng, the Cradle of Humankind. All the people that deal with wildlife are also here. So we're doing the entire value chain. I mean, I want forget the cat sitter, that is our partner with Gauteng Tourism, together with the National Department of Tourism, who are partners in this in order to make sure that we've got successful exhibition. We've got tour operating companies. We also have youth entrepreneurs that will be guiding our learners on how to start their own business. We call it a how to be a tour operator, how to be a tour guide, but not only a tour guide. Most of the time we know tour guides that are doing the leisure things on attraction, but we need tour guides on golf courses, tour guides on venues, tour guides on stadiums, because when we bring more events that are not leisure related, that are music related, arts and culture, all the kind of events within the business events industry, would like to make sure that we've got good tour guides that can do that.
Stunning. So you really have got every aspect covered. And one thing you didn't mention, which jumped out at me, was that there's a mixologist here as well. You're going to teach them how to mix. And I mean, jokes aside, it's huge. That is like an in-demand skill to have as well.
But also we've got corners. In those corners, we call them corners. There's a chef's corner where there will be demonstration. But the demonstration will show how, what kind of opportunities are there, that you don't become only a chef. You can be a sous chef. There are types of chefs that they will be demonstrating, but demonstrating through doing the work itself. And the chefs, the mixology, the baristas. On the other side, we've got an entrepreneurship corner where, entrepreneurs, young entrepreneurs that will be sharing. But also there's also hospitality, how to do a bed. Yeah. We all, me and you don't have the same skill, so that's a skill on its own. To do a bed and in the hospitality industry, what else is to be a concierge? It's not just me and you saying you go this way and whatever, but you give much more tourism related and guest related information.